Hey, welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Trying not to scare you guys anymore. I heard that I may have scared a few of you with some of my intros when I was screaming at one point. So I'll be a little bit more gentle from now on. No promises on that though. Anyways, in the last video we completed a Silent Realm here in the Faron Woods, and we gained a new item. It was the Water Dragon Scale, which allows us to do cool things like that spinny burst in the water, and we can actually dive underwater now. As you notice, that there is a kind of like a breathing meter, like your energy meter, and very similar to what you see in like Mario Galaxy, Mario 64, etc. Except coins will not give you health. There are no coins in this game. What you have to do is just grab bubbles, which is also similar to a lot of the Mario games. One of my complaints about this game is the swimming controls, as you do aim with the Wiimote to control which direction you want to go. I feel like the joystick was probably the best controls for swimming. I don't really understand why they did the Wiimote on that. It's not really adding anything to the game to do it that way. I know they wanted motion controls, but the true highlight of the motion controls was the combat, which actually added on value to the game, and this didn't. Anyways, enough complaining. This part is pretty simple. You just want to use your gust bellows, just swing the platforms too. There's a couple of spots in the game that will use elements like this, so better get used to it. Just gaining momentum, push, blow, and then let it go, gain some momentum, and jump. Hopefully, if you're lucky enough, you will make it across. Anyways, this will take you actually onto the Great Tree. You were just inside of it, now you're outside on some of the platforms there, and what we're trying to do is work our way to the top so we can meet some really old Kiwi, whatever it is. Now you probably want to knock these guys down, otherwise they'll grab onto you. Unlike in other games, the Wachulas will not just knock you down, they will just grab onto you and take away some of your energy, which is kind of an interesting twist to it. I wonder if I can blow these guys off. That's what she said. That's not right. It does not appear that these guys will fall off if you blow them, unless you blow on them a really long time, but I don't have time for that. So, I'm just going to shoot them off with a slingshot. Just one spider. Nice shot. Alright, I'm just gonna leave that last one. He's fine. He's a good boy. Never caused anybody any problems. You'll never catch me! Oh shoot, there's two of them. And he did catch me. Looks like I'm a goner until I got the energy fruit. So, stamina fruit, whatever you want to call it. I was trying to jump just left, but they didn't want to let me, so I had to climb up and then go down. How bourgeois. Anyways, we're back inside the tree. We have this moblin here. You're gonna see a Downsy attempt to kill it. I really don't like killing enemies, and you guys know that. I try to avoid killing enemies. I just want him to like get out of my way. Just kind of move over. My original plan was to kind of get him close to that left area where I could like run on it and get around him. These guys are afraid of bombs in this game, which is interesting. Now check this out. Check this out. I am nowhere near that bomb. Nowhere close to where that should have even hurt me, but yet it did. Anyways, I think this may be one of the first times we've seen a moblin. But what they are is they're fat, ugly, red things. And they come in different varieties. You have this wooden shield variety, which you can just slash your shield like you saw me do at the beginning of this. And then you can just stab at them. But at this point in the game, with the sword we have, they take a lot of damage. There we go, I'm just going to run past that guy like I tend to do. So it can take a while to kill them. Bombs do work. Arrows also work when you get them later. There's also an iron shield variety, which is the best way to kill them. You can try arrow, they might block half of them. Otherwise, you want to run, use your energy, just run, and you'll flip right over their shield and be able to get behind them and slash. Now check that out. I tried to finish him blow, but he fell off the cliff. The Link just pounded himself into the ground, which is interesting. Just gonna run past all these guys. Ain't no thing. So there we go. Reach the top, yes. We're looking for an area we haven't explored yet. There's all kinds of areas like that, and there's also this guy. I like to explore him. Just a Kiwi, and he's really old, which also means he's super sexy. So let's go ahead and just smack him since he's asleep. He's been snoring and making a lot of ruckus. We need to wake this guy up, see what he knows. At the end of this video, which is, well, originally coming soon, I combined two videos into one, so you're going to see me up here in a tree, and then I'm going to be down at the bottom of the tree. I originally was going to split it up into two videos, but I decided to make a longer one. You're welcome. So, let's see. I wonder why. It's a secret to everybody. Can I see that? It's a Zelda reference. Legend of Zelda reference. They say that a couple times in this game. This game actually is filled with kind of Easter eggs and references to different things in the Zelda series. You have the 25th anniversary of the Wing Ceremony, like the 25th anniversary of the Zelda series, and then they also quote a bunch of original Zelda game, famous quotes and stuff like that. Just kind of surprised that I Am Error isn't somewhere in here. It might be, I just haven't seen it yet if it is. This gate we saw way back when, early on in the game, but we weren't able to open it. And I'm going to, well, if you're familiar with the Zelda series, you can skip this part. He's telling you to go check out an entrance near the first temple path, and you can find out what it looks like, but I'm familiar with the Zelda series to know what the icon looks like. Blah blah blah. He says to check out the Deep Woods area, right there in the X, and that shows you where to, shows you the Faron icon, but again, I already know what it looks like, so I'm going to bypass walking my way up there to look at the ground. But if you absolutely must, just follow the beacon, and he won't let you leave unless you do it. So, I'm going to go ahead and head to the gate. Oh, wait up! He is creepy. I like his Bulbasaur sprout, it's all withered. One of these guys can fly, like make Deku kind of like pedal like we did in Majora's Mask and just float their way to the ground. Alright, anyways, now I just jerked here to the door. What you need to do is just power up a Skyward Sword, which will allow you to draw. And it's a circle. Just draw a circle right here. Now, the first time I did this, I was standing right at the door, and the guy told you to draw on it, basically. So I went up here, and alright, how can I draw on this? So I started swinging my sword, trying to draw in a circle pattern. It wasn't working. I powered up Skyward Strikes. It never activated. So I started shooting every item I had at it. It wasn't activating. And I asked the Mosses from Zelda Dungeon, like, what am I supposed to do? And as he's typing a response, I'm still like swinging my sword and powering up Skyward Strikes. And it finally lets me. It only took like 30 different Skyward Strikes for the thing to finally activate. And yeah, I was doing it right. I was standing right there at the thing. But, oh well, worked that time. While I was recording it, it did work, which is good. I cut out all my stupidity, all of me just standing there and doing all that. I cut that out because I figured you guys didn't want to see 10 minutes of the game not working. So anyways, we're here in a new area called Lake Floria. It's awesome, very nice area. I think it might be one of my favorites, which is odd since I normally hate water areas, but everything about this area is really nice. It's not all that elaborate. Even the dungeon is really awesome and probably one of the most straightforward in the game. But with this, we are introduced to a new race. These guys are kind of like seahorses with a fancy dress. That's how I describe them. It's not a dress, it's just part of their body, but that's just the best way to describe them in my opinion. Seahorses with a fancy dress and coral on their head. But you can just use, you're going to be using your spinning thrust a lot. That's a water dragon scale. Yes, it is. Apparently something is wrong with the water dragon, so we need to help this guy out and see if we can fix her up. So it seems that Garahim attacked the water dragon, which is a shame. Kind of mean. So we're going to go ahead, go this way. And it's pretty straightforward. It's just follow this guy. Every now and then you'll have a gate to spin through or something. There's a save statue over here. You can save while underwater. But he notices that there's a bunch of rock debris that's blocked off. Thankfully there's also these exploding bomb fish, which you can just spin right into and they'll propel right into the rocks. If you go over here, you see another one of these guys which you can free. If you talk to him, he will mark an area on your map telling you where to find a water dragon. It's a secret to everybody. Again, Legend of Zelda reference. I believe it is when you go into a room and there is normally an enemy, but instead of attacking you, he gives you rupees. He's like, shh, it's a secret to everybody. Don't tell anybody because I just gave you loads of cash. So, I believe that's what that reference is. It's been a while since I played the original games. But we just found ourselves more of this path, so let's just keep following him. Now you probably can just swim through and you don't have to free the other one and talk to him and get the map reference. I'm not for sure on that, but you can just probably swim. And oh, look at that beautiful spin jump. You can just knock one of those bomb fish into it right away and skip the entire talking to the other guy. Anyways, let's keep going. More jumping. Oh, that one is a little bit weird, but I landed it. Alright, we got a couple more jumps, I believe. And then I'm out of here. I see the jumping would be easier if you just aim with the Wii mode, because when you're aiming and trying to spin, oftentimes I end up humping the wall and doing stupid stuff like that. But and then always once the surface, you just dive back down and spin. Nope. There we go. Thankfully, you don't have to go like deep down and like get a bunch of momentum because it gives you a bunch itself. Well, in this spot, we're introduced to a new enemy. It's pretty much just a gigantic whale fish kind of thing. And he's pretty easy. He has a big X mark on his head, which kind of indicates to hit him. And you just dive. If he sees you, he will charge up, turn red, and charge at you himself. But once you charge in him once, he'll like get stunned and flip over, and then you can just charge him again, and that will defeat the guy. I'm pretty sure there's a heart piece in one of these rooms that, or this one or the one we were just in. I'm almost positive, or if it's not that, it's a goddess cube, but I'm almost positive it's a heart piece. If just explore the land, and you can like climb out of the water and walk your way up and get a chest with a heart piece or something. So feel free to explore a little bit more than I am. But yeah, the coral on this guy's head is a key. I don't know, is this guy like the official ambassador, or all of these guys have the same like key structure on their head to gain entry into here? And with that, did Girahim go in this way? So did this guy let Girahim in, or did Girahim take the back door entrance? If it was this guy, we might have a traitor in the midst, which would make a lot more interesting of a plot. Alright, so this is the end of our following this guy. I'm a dolphin. Alright. Anyways, here's the water dragon. Doesn't look like a dragon at all at this state. Anyways, what she's gonna explain is that she's been injured, and to test us, she is going to make us find her some sacred water that she can put into her kind of like spa bucket that she's sitting in, and that will make her feel better, and she will help us out with gaining entry into the next dungeon, the Ancient Cistern. So I'm just gonna let you guys finish watching this. I'll exit here and quit the game at that point, right next to a save statue. So until next time, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know if you think this dragon looks as stupid as I do.
Untitled Sword. Mari, let us fly,